are new around here, then hello, nice to meet you, and if you're returning, then thank you very fucking much for coming back. My name is Alana and I'm a 30-something lady living in Scotland whose channel is usually predominantly beauty, lifestyle, skincare, travel, blogger, vlogger bullshit with a liberal sprinkling of sarcasm and cynicism thrown in on top. Now, I do love a good sweary word on this channel. I am from Scotland and I do like the phrases fuck, shite and bugger quite frequently, and if that is not your cup of tea, I completely understand. Please feel free to vacate at any point. But there is a subscription button in the corner there if it sounds like your cup of tea and you want to subscribe. So this video is going to be a little bit of a cumulative haul video because if you don't know already, if you are new around here, I'm currently 34 weeks pregnant, so I have been in and out of Boots and Superdrug and all these places quite frequently, picking up little bits and bobs that were probably required for hospital bags, probably required for baby, blah blah blah, building up my Boots points because I like to do that. And I picked up a lot of kind of regular stuff that I always reach for, so there's a little bit of a mini Boots haul here, but I also was very kindly sent this little PR box here from Arttitude cosmetics, so we're going to go through that as a little bit of an unboxing today as well. Now, I would love to be able to tell you that this video is going to be short, but we know what I'm like and we love to go off on a tangent, so I would grab yourself a tea, a coffee, a cuppa, whatever the fuck you like. If you want a beer or wine, that is absolutely fine too. I'm very jealous. I will be having one hopefully the other side of May at some point, April or May, be able to have a little glass of wine with you. But it is currently 4:15 and my friend finishes work at 5 and she says she's coming round after her work, so I need to get this wrapped up quite quickly, this video, so let's just get into it. Do you know what's quite tough? When you're now like, you have this big bump in front of you, I've got my wee table sitting and my camera up here, and I'm like reaching over everything to try and zoom the camera in and out, and my bump just is not allowed for it anymore. But anyway, let's get into the wee Boots haul first of all, because they are quite straightforward. Keeping on the trend of the bump and all that kind of stuff, but I promise you that is the last thing we will mention about it in this video. I picked up a few of these. These are My Little Coco, which I believe is a company founded by Rochelle Humes. I don't know if people know who she is. She's used to be a bit of a pop star here in the UK. She was in the Saturdays and now she's a TV presenter with her husband, and she has this brand called My Little Coco. I'm going to stick up in the corner here, I did do a video last week of all the free stuff I managed to pick up for baby. A lot of the stuff was based in Boots, and there's a lot of good offers on from My Little Coco as well. They do stuff for, I hate when I say things like that. They do stuff for little babies as well, so it's not just for mums, it's for bump, it's for when you're going to become a mum, when you're pregnant, and then thereafter they do baby stuff as well. But this is the Baby Mama Hydrating Bump Sheet Mask. So yes, it is a sheet mask, as in the kind you would usually put on your face before your bump. Now, I picked up 2 of these because, as I said, there was good deals on with the Advantage card, and I thought, why not just let's give it a go. It says basically you just unfold it, you put it over your bump, put your feet up for 15 to 20 minutes, remove the mask, and then rub in any excess serum. And I'm like, fair enough, that's absolutely fine. It's got rose hip in it as well. It does say it's helped to reduce stretch marks. You know my opinions on these things. If you're gonna get them, you're gonna get them. That's just the way life is. But I just thought it would be a nice little treat for myself. I don't routinely use sheet masks for my face anymore, and I just thought I would pick these up because they were an offer. Alright, so as I said, I picked up a few of my regular favourites. If you have been here any length of time, I've been doing YouTube coming up 4 years now, maybe 4 and a bit. And this shampoo has been in and out of I don't know how many empties, been in and out of I don't know how many favourites. Funnily enough, never in any yearly roundups, but I promise you, it is the one I always go back to. It is the John Frieda, and it is their volume shampoo. Now, they do have lots of different ones, and recently, well, I say recently, maybe in the last year, they brought out this kind, which was the lightweight volume lift. But the stuff that's in the green bottles, basically anything that's in the green bottles, I always go back to. Now, I do have quite fine and flyaway hair. I mean, I've got a lot of hair, but it is fine in texture, so it's very straight, and I don't have any volume. I have to obviously put curls or waves through my hair, and I have to get a lot of kind of grit and texture to get the roots actually doing anything, because the majority of the time it just lays really flat on the side of my head. So I do really like this shampoo. I am not going to say that this is a thickening shampoo. I don't think over the 10 years plus that I've probably used this shampoo, that this kind of, the volume one in the green bottles, I do not think it has made my hair any thicker, but I do think it helps with styling, and it is the one that I will always use if I know I'm going somewhere, like if I'm going to meet friends for a day. If I think, right, I'm washing my hair and I'm off for a few days, I will use this. If I'm washing my hair and I've got to go to work though, and I'm just going into a Mankey hospital, I'll use something cheaper. But this stuff is always what I pick up. They always have really good offers of it on Boots as well. I think these big massive bottles, they're around the £8 or £9 mark, which is expensive for shampoo and conditioner, but these last me a really long time because I only wash my hair maybe once or twice a week, to be honest with you. But they always have offers on as well. So at the moment they have these on 3 for 2. So with that I decided to pick up this as well, and this is the Volume Lift matching the shampoo and conditioner lightweight hairspray, and I thought, well, why not? I use all types of hairspray. I have one from Aldi that is just running out. I also had a VO5 one that was just running out, and because I knew I was getting to the end of both those cans, I decided I needed a new hairspray, so I picked up this one. I am not committed to any one hairspray, but something that's lightweight and gives a little bit of hold to my curls because they will fall flat really, really quickly, but without it being crunchy or crispy. So I'm hoping this will do the same thing. We will see. It says a brushable hold and lightweight body. So I'm hoping that is what I'm looking for. I then picked up another dry shampoo. I know I should do like a test in dry shampoos video, shouldn't I? I am currently using the Clarine one. That is the one I put at the end of my February roundup. I'm enjoying it. I think it's really nice. The problem is it is quite expensive for a dry shampoo. It's £9.99. It's not something I would reach for to purchase frequently. It was one that was on offer at the time, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And I had tried Clarine last year and really enjoyed them. But we're back on the Batiste train. I've just never quite recovered from Aussie getting rid of their volume dry shampoo. And this one here is the volume one, but this is in a different bottle. The last time I spoke about Batiste dry shampoos, I'm sure it was not in this packaging. I don't know if it's just a change to the packaging or if this is a new version. I really don't know, but this is their volume adds oomph to limp, lifeless hair, which is exactly what I need. My fear always is that Batiste is going to leave a really, really white cast on my hair because I'm very, very naturally dark on the top. So we will see how we go with this one. I will keep you posted. I'm kind of like, I know I'm an idiot because I keep going back. I keep going back to Batiste even though I know I'm never a massive fan of it. But the volume one that was in a different style of can, the last time I bought it, I didn't hate. So we're going to give this one a go. And the last hair item is this from Bleach London. Again, if you've been here for any length of time, this will not shock you. This is the Tangerine Dream, and it's just like the kind of, I wouldn't say it's a wash in, wash out colour. It's kind of a semi-permanent. It can last anywhere between 2 washes to 30 washes, which is a pretty big discrepancy. But I find it lasts a decent amount of time on my hair. I use this one. I also use the Awkward Peach. I use that shade sometimes, and I also have one that's the red one. I'm going to put the photo here because I can't remember the name of it, but it's the red one. I Saw Red, is that maybe what it's called? And sometimes, like, what I'll do is I'll use the orange and use a splodge of the red in, or I'll use the orange and I'll use a splodge of the peach in, just depending on the time of year. It's washing out a little bit at the moment, but I do have an appointment booked on the 24th of March. I don't know if this video will go up the day before or not, but I do have an appointment booked to get a little refresh and a trim before baby comes along. So I'm hoping that it'll look a little bit brighter the next time you see me. But in between when I'm going to the hairdressers, and the hairdressers that I go to is actually deux, like the French word for two, in Shawlands. I really, really like it. I think it's really good. Daniel is a fantastic hairdresser. He is so, so good. I used to go to a lovely girl called Rachel, but she's been a little bit tied up at the moment. She's had a baby, she's had a family, she moved away for a little while during COVID, so I haven't been able to go and see her as frequently, and that's when I found Daniel, and he is brilliant. So if you are in my neck of the woods, I'm going to link their Instagram down below so you can go and check them out. And Daniel put me onto a little tip. So this is what I was using in between when I was going to visit him, and I always was quite happy to do that. I would do this maybe once every couple of weeks just to refreshen it and bring it back to the brightness. But he said to me, when you're conditioning your hair, so like, let's see, is this conditioner or is it shampoo? That's shampoo, hold on. When you're conditioning your hair, so wash your hair, shampoo your hair, rinse your hair. Put a squidge of your conditioner on and put a squidge of your dye in, whatever one it is you wanted to use. I've used Crazy Colour before as well, and put a squidge of that onto your conditioner that's on your hand. Kind of rub it into the palms of your hand and then put it through your hair. If you're a particularly greasy person like me, you might not want to put it right up here, but as you can see, the colour is all through the bottom length of my hair anyway, and that's kind of where I would need the conditioner. So then put the conditioner through the hair. Try your best not to get it everywhere. It can be a little messy, but I find when I do this together on my hands, then it's only on my hands, it's not going to splodge all over the bathroom or anything like that. Put it through. Do whatever else is you're doing in the shower, maybe like shave your legs, scrub your body, wash your body, whatever it is you're doing. Give it like 5 minutes to sit on your hair and then rinse it, and it will keep the brightness of your colour in between going to the salon. I'm sure any hairdresser or anybody, Kelly, if you're watching this, you'll be like, yeah, but I didn't even think about it. So since I've seen him back in December, I have been doing that with whatever brand of colour I've been using, and it has been working a treat. So there's a little tip for you as well in between times. Alright, so moving on, I now have 3 skincare items. The first one is from the Inkey List. I do really enjoy the Inkey List. I've used a lot of products from them before, and the majority of them I thought have been really, really nice. The regular niacinamide that I usually use is from them, and I've reached for it over and over again and repurchased over and over again. This is the Hyaluronic Acid Cleanser. The reason I wanted to try this is because I use the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, which, if anybody knows, again, it's been on my radar for a couple of years now. I've bought them over and over and over again, and I just fancied trying something a little different, but I feel this is going to be very, very similar. It's going to definitely be one of these ones that's like a second cleanse. It's not going to remove makeup or anything. Let me just double check. It doesn't claim to do that. No, I can't see anywhere that it claims that it's going to take your makeup off, which is quite nice, because I think that would be a bit of a farce if it did claim to say that. But it is basically one of these ones that helps with moisturisation as well, and that's definitely what I need. I'm definitely more of a normal to dry skin girl, usually, before pregnancy, and I needed the moisturisation. Now this is a 100ml bottle. What is this? 150 mils, and I can't remember what price this is. I'm going to put it up here because I do feel like this is probably much more expensive than the CeraVe for what you get, because whenever I buy the CeraVe, I buy it in the big bottle. But I just wanted a change. I just wanted to try something a little bit different, and funnily, I mean, I'm squeezing it out the bottle there, and it looks very, very similar to the CeraVe. And funnily enough, I've seen a lot of people, this came out maybe the start of the year, I want to say January or February, very start of the year. I've seen loads of people speaking about this when it launched, and I was like, is it different though? Is there any difference between that one and this one? And so I am going to try it. I have plenty of CeraVe left, but throughout the next month, kind of throughout the month of March, I reckon I'm going to try this. Month of March? We're already in March, Alana. I'll get back to you in April at some point, but I'm going to try this for the next few months and see how I get on with it, and then I will let you know whether I like it better than the CeraVe, if it's the same as the CeraVe, and if it is worth it pound for pound, mil for mil as well. Now this stuff, I have absolutely been suckered in by packaging. I can't lie to you. I seen this in store in Boots, and I actually had quite a few vouchers over Christmas to use up. I now have quite a lot of points accumulated from using the vouchers and back picking up stuff for the baby. So I now have even more points, so I'm hoping that over the next few months, if I do need anything, I'll be able to use those points, because obviously I will be watching the pennies now that baby is coming along. But also, there is part of me that just wants to go into Boots and use all of those points just to do a full face of brand new makeup or something. But I've been in and out of Boots and I did not need any skincare. But I just got suckered in when I seen this. This is Byoma, B-Y-O-M-A, so I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. And I have seen it all over Instagram. This is definitely one of these kind of, Instagram made me do it, but when I seen it in the shop and I thought, I don't know what it is about the packaging, but I just kind of fucking love it. I did think, I want to pick something up from them. I don't know what. So I picked up the Balancing Face Mist with Triceramide Complex, Probiotics, and allantoin. Allantoin? That's, I need to find out what that is. That's very interesting. Basically, the whole premise of this brand is about protecting the skin barrier and rejuvenating and repairing the skin barrier. So it sounds like a really good kind of concept, if I'm honest with you. This is obviously post cleanse. So if you want to cleanse your face with this, you then tone or mist onto the face with this. This is the balancing face mist, and then you treat with a serum or something, then you put on your moisturizer, and then you protect. So basically, like I said, I absolutely have been suckered in by the packaging, but I just, even the lid looks really interesting. I'm gonna just, oh, it is a nice light mist. I'm gonna just give my face a spritz. It's a light mist, but it is also a little bit bukkake, not gonna lie. I did not expect to get quite so soaked there. I think my hair has now had a bit of a shower, oh dear. But I will let you know, it certainly feels nice. It certainly feels like it's a nice soothing mist. I'm going to start using it in my skincare routine. I am currently using the Beauty Pie Triple Hyaluronic Acid Spray. I'll get back to you at the end of March roundup about that, because I started using it just kind of end of February, start of March. So far, I'm not that impressed. So, just spoiler alert, so far I'm not that impressed. But I also used up my Triple Hyaluronic Acid Serum from Beauty Pie, which I really, really enjoy. So the other product that I've picked up is this here, and it is their Hydrating Serum, again with triceramide complex, but it also has squalene and glycerin in it. I don't think, I'm going to just check the ingredients, that there's hyaluronic acid or derivatives in here. The writing is tiny for a start, so my apologies if I'm telling you the wrong thing. If I am, I will correct it somewhere on the screen. But I don't see hyaluronic acid or sodium hyaluronate anywhere in here. But it does have, as I say, water, and then glycerin as the humectant, and then butylene glycol as the skin conditioner, and squalene, which squalene is really good, kind of plant-based oil. Well, it doesn't have to be plant-based, just so you know, but normally nowadays it is plant-based, and I do believe these are vegan. Let me just double check that as well before I start saying stuff I don't know anything about. Yeah, vegan friendly, it says it on the side here. So it will be a plant-based squalene, and squalene is just a really nice kind of, almost got a bit of an oil to it, and it just helps with hydration on the top layers of your skin. So I thought, why not give this serum a go now that my Beauty Pie one is finished. So I will get back to you about these, because I'm hoping I will be using them throughout the month of March, and they will probably be in my March roundup. This maybe creeps into the April one because I'm still using that spray, but I definitely needed a serum. Alright, so let's get into the bit of the PR unboxing, and again, I will always have it on the screen here. It will say hashtag ad, but I have not been paid to speak about any of these products or cosmetics. Arttitude Cosmetics are a company that I've been following on Instagram for a little while, and then I actually seen they were doing a bit of a PR search, and I liked the way that they went about it. So they basically put out an advert on their Instagram saying, we are looking for kind of micro-influencers and smaller people to send stuff to, or to speak about our brand, but we don't want to send a whole load of stuff to someone who's not going to use it. For instance, like if you're someone who just never wears eyeshadow, why would you be sent an eyeshadow palette? And I thought that that was a really, really good concept and very important. So it was almost like an application process instead. So you could say what you would be interested in, what you liked about the brand, what interested you, and what kind of social media outlets that you had, and then they may or may not get back to you. But whilst I was looking into this, I was very, very interested in their cake eyeliners. So I thought, I'm just going to order some of their cake eyeliners. I love a cake eyeliner. A lot of the time when I'm using a cake eyeliner as well, I use them as a bit of a base for shadows. I don't just use them as a liquid or a graphic liner. So I did see that they had duochrome ones, and I thought, that looks right up my street. So I applied for the kind of PR search situation, and then the founder, who is a lady called Rooks, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, it is R-U-K-S, she actually reached out to me about eyelashes, and I was very honest with her and said, look, nowadays I very, very rarely wear eyelashes. It's not something I wear very often, and it wouldn't be right of me to accept PR for eyelashes, because I would just be fooling my subscribers or my followers on Instagram that I wear them, and I really don't regularly wear eyelashes. And she was so lovely and so understanding, and she said, well, is there anything else you had seen by the brand that you were quite interested in? I said, well, I'm going to order some of your cake liners anyway, because I just thought they looked absolutely amazing. I love a cake liner, and they're duochrome. And I also said to her that I was quite interested in one of the shadow palettes, which was the Pheonix palette. So she very, very kindly said, I'm going to send you the Pheonix palette, seeing as you love eyeshadow so much. Just let me know what you think. I said, do you know what, I'll pop it into this Watch New Wednesday video for you. I probably will then obviously go on to do a video actually using the palette as well. I just wanted to be open and upfront about anybody who's watching this. That is the agreement. I do not have to put it in this video. I do not have to put it into its own video or anything like that. But I like to share these things with you and I like to show you when I've got them. So this is the box she sent. Here you can see it says, "Hi Alana," and basically I've put together a little PR package for you. I've carefully selected some favourite products I think you're going to love. Thank you for choosing and supporting my small business, and it means the world. All my love, Rooks. And she has gave me a discount code as well, which is Alana10, which I do not have any kickback from. She sent that to me just as a bit of a discount code for my subscribers or followers on Instagram, but I don't get any kickback from it at all. But it's funny because I'm like, is that then an affiliate link? That's a strange one, isn't it? It is affiliated because I've obviously been sent these products, some of them in PR, but also I'm not getting a kickback by you using that code. So first of all, there's this little flyer in it here, which is basically the Pheonix palette, which is the one I was kind of interested in, and I just really like the colours of. It's got 10 mattes, 10 reflective shimmers, 2 foils, 2 chameleon duochromes, and 1 marble cream, which is very, very interesting. So as I said, I will do an individual video probably of the palette, but at the moment I'm going to show you what she's put in this little parcel for me. And she's put in extra, not just the palette, so that's so kind of her. I'm just looking here and I'm like, Jesus Christ. So she's put in the palette, which is in this little bubble wrap thing. I'll get to that in 2 seconds. But she has also included a set of brushes too, which I really was not expecting whatsoever, and I have to say they are they are speaking to the goth in me. The colour of them and everything. Look, they're like black and red. I love it. They feel like synthetic brushes. They're very, very soft. I will give them a go. I will probably use them when I make the video about the palette, to be honest with you. But I just think aesthetically they are very pleasing to me. The little goth in me is like, oh, scene kid, emo, whoever you were in your youth, that is appealing to me greatly. I've got another little note here from Rooks as well, and actually what I probably should have said, and I think the sale will now be over by the time I actually get this video up, and this is Rooks here, I believe, that she put up a sale where there was a code where you could get a discount off some of the products that you were picking up, but any of the discount money that was like taken away from that was sent to a fund for Ukraine to help with the situation that's going on in Ukraine at the moment. So I thought that was really nice. So I did use that code to pick up my cake eyeliners, which are here. And she's also included a lipstick, which I hadn't even really looked at her lipsticks. This one is called Legacy. Oh, and it is a beautiful, it's like a blood red. It's a really dark, deep red. It's not like a bright pop of colour red. It's definitely a vampy kind of blood red, so I'll be excited to try that as well. So I'm going to tell you about the cake liners that I picked up because, as I said, that was what kind of turned my head onto the brand. And this one here is called Temptation. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to scooch over ever so slightly and I will try and put in swatches of them in daylight. Because they're duochrome, I really just don't think you're going to get the full effect of them. So when I'm looking straight on at this, it's kind of like a plum colour almost, but then it has this green shift to it. I think you're only going to see the plum, but there is a green shift to this as well. So I will try and get some daylight photos and some actual swatches of this when I use them with some MAC Fix Plus. This one here is called Revolution, and this one is like a purple. If you're putting it straight on, it's like a purple, but then it's like a frosty, icy green colour in the duochrome shift. So again, that is very interesting. I just thought, I love a duochrome or a multi-chrome shadow, and when I seen these were like liners, that really intrigued me. But also if I can use them as bases, I think that's so interesting. And then this one here is called Ambition, and I really love the shade of this one. So it looks very blue on the camera there, but it's got this amazing like lavender purple violet shift to it. It's just so beautiful. I cannot wait to try that one. And lastly, I picked up this one here, which is called Imagination. And this one, I feel, again, when you look straight on at it, it's going to look kind of green, but the shift on it is like almost a plum or a mauve. It's got like almost a red to it even as well. It's a very interesting colour, but the base of it is maybe like a mint or a khaki. Very interesting. And as I said, she has included the Pheonix palette for me as well, which I'm just going to open here to show it to you. And the packaging, everything is really quite beautiful. So it comes in a sleeve. The Pheonix, obviously, I don't know if people do know what a Pheonix is. I know what a Pheonix is, but I'm a little bit older. It's like a mythical creature. And I just thought the palette looked really beautiful. And this is it here. Now, you can tell why I thought this palette was beautiful, can't you? I'm just going to take the kind of film off the top so it's not shining in the light of the camera. And there is a beautiful big mirror in here as well. But look at those shades. They are so up my street, it's unreal. They are just like absolutely up my street. These beautiful warm, this colour here, Spark, is like a crazy bright orange. I feel like on my camera it's going to be a little bit more muted than it is in real life, but in real life this is like a proper pop of orange. And then there's this gorgeous colour here. Again, on my camera I feel like that may be looking blue, but in real life this is like a beautiful blue slash purple colour here. There are some lovely neutral tones in it as well, like I would be able to do an everyday look with this, but I just think then there's like these beautiful kind of khaki green colours. That one in the middle on my camera, I think it looks like red almost. It's quite similar to one of the Pat McGrath shades that I've got, and it's like, it's red, but in the shift it's a green colour. That's just absolutely stunning. So there's like these beautiful greens here, and then this kind of khaki colour, but it has a shift of a purple. I don't even know how to describe that. So what I will do is I'm going to have a good play with this palette. I will get back to you and let you know what I think about this palette. I might do a kind of 3 looks 1 palette and let you know, but also I will put some swatches of the shadows up here at the moment while I'm talking about it. And as I say, some of them are just, I think Glory, that must be the marble one, because it's got like kind of different shades in it as well. Wonder if I can bring this closer to you. I've brought them a little closer to you there, but again, like I can't get over how much this looks so blue and the one in the middle looks so purple. It looks like a really warm toned purpley palette, but actually if I bring it way back, you can see here there's greens and oranges and what have you. Like the light in them just changes miraculously. So I'm gonna have a good mess about with these, and I will get back to you about that as well. So that is everything for What's New Wednesday today, and hopefully what is kind of the things I'll be using throughout the rest of the month. It is 2 minutes to 5. So I've just made it in the nick of time, and I will go and tidy all this up now, and I have no doubt my friend will be here for a coffee very shortly. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know if you have heard about Arttitude Cosmetics before. As I say, I have put the code on screen and I will put it down below. Full disclosure, this was sent to me in PR, the brushes were sent to me PR, and the lipstick was sent to me as PR, but the cake liners that I picked up myself. And I will let you know about the Bioma skincare as well, because I'm quite intrigued to see how I get on with that. So let's just leave it there, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye!